with Amir, you know, even some of the videos you see me, I start trying to put them to use. I try to get down to his level, you know, say, hey, Amir, mama says no. And he be like, no. I'm like, you can't tell mama no in this situation. And for me, I start saying, Q, why are you saying this situation? Because I want him to be able to say, you know, if he don't like something, no for that. But if I'm telling you to do something like sit on a potty, sir, you can't tell me no for this particular situation. And I feel like his response is totally different. When I do that, like today, he gave me a hug. But if I'm somewhere sitting around and I'm saying, Amir, no, mama say no, he gonna say, no. So it's like he's almost mirroring what you're doing. You know what I mean? So I feel like it just feel, you could tell that when you get down to his level, he gives you a hug. It's like, okay, he felt that emotionally that I actually care.
Yeah, y'all are they besties, child.
Yeah, that is my little best friend.
They're besties.
That's my broke best friend.
But yeah, I just feel like the most important thing that we said today that I, you know, sat in realization again, because I've known this, but just to give the grace.
Yeah, gotta give
the grace. And I'm learning that with Amir. I think his issue with me is I'm always in my phone. I'm always in my phone, or I'm always doing something. He likes quality time. I can tell that he's very much a person that wants your attention. He wants you to spend time with him.
He does.
And with me trying to do
multiple things,
everything, like I'm not a person that sits around. Like I can't sit down for too long. I'm gonna get up, move around, go find something to do.
I wonder, do you have like restless leg syndrome or something?
What is that?
I think that's what it's called. Y'all let me know in the comments if that's what it's called. It's when you know, your legs gotta be moving. You gotta be moving, you know, you gotta be doing something with your hands. And I wonder if that is something for you, because you cannot sit down. See me, I'm a quality time type of person too. So I would sit down like and talk to you. If somebody, you my friend, and y'all know we done been out somewhere and we're at a restaurant, I would place my phone down and I'm, you know, just talking to you. You know, because I want you to know that you have my undivided attention, and that whatever you're about to say, no matter how little or how big it is important to me. You know,
and I'm always doing something. Else, multitasking.
Yeah, and that's the thing. You know, you call it multitasking. Where Amir, and I'm sure other kids are like this. Amir would come and he would take her phone out of her hand, or my phone or laptop, and he'll close it. You know, and for me, I know, okay, I need that he wants me to stop. And I think that, you know, that's the same thing with y'all, because I feel like now that you start to listen to him, now he truly wants to spend more time with you. I feel like he's listening to you a little bit more. So I think that what you're doing is working.
I'm trying.
So kudos to you for making adjustments, baby.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I definitely see the difference. He's playing more. He's listening more. It's still, I be getting no's, I still get no's, and it's just like, okay, whatever. I'll walk away, because I'm like, okay, we good today. Whatever. Let me just go on until I know how to have a conversation with him to be like, wait, I'm your mama. You don't tell me no. But anyways, just give him his space. But we have been better. We have been actually great, to be honest.
Because I feel like if balancing that relationship, those relationships with your kids, it can make your household lighter. Because when they're driving you crazy, everything's going to seem tense. Everything's going to seem stressful. But when you can have those healthy, balanced relationships, you know, the house feels a little lighter.
Yeah.
Just my thoughts.
How do you feel about, like, I know when I had a conversation with Nasia, the 17-year-old, I did tell her, look, there are going to be times where you may not like me, but trust me, I love you, and I'm never doing anything to put you in a bad situation. I'm never doing anything malicious. I'm always prioritizing your well-being and what you got going on when I'm coming to you and making a decision for you. Now, you're not going to always like it, decision, but it's never done to hurt you. Like, I wanted her to understand that, because when it comes to like me opening up and being 100 with somebody, I'm not a sugarcoat type of person. I'm very raw with it. So sometimes it may come off like, oh, she been a bitch, or she being mean, or whatever. But honestly and truly, when it comes to people that I love, I'm not. I'm coming from a transparent place. I'm coming from a place like, no, what's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. I'm big on that. Very much Libra game, but
here she go, y'all.
It's Libra season, don't
Here she go.
But anyway,
I love Libras though. I love Libras.
I feel like I'm always gonna give you a very balanced answer, resolution, advice, opinion, whatever it is. I'm gonna give it to you, not just based on how I feel, but what is right.
Yeah.
Did you fuck up? Yes. Did you make a mistake? Yes. Or did I? Yes. And I'm not afraid to apologize. It may take a minute for me to think about it.
Hey, I'm sitting here looking like,
girl, please. I've always apologized.
Yeah, you do apologize.
I ain't say I do it right away.
Exactly.
No,
That's
I
what
have
I'm
to get
saying.
my thoughts together.
That's what I'm saying.
I have to get my thoughts together in how I want to deliver it.
Y'all, I'm just making sure she be real with the people.
Yeah, and I absolutely am, because I do apologize. It may not be immediately, but once I sit in my shit and say, "Ty, you was wrong. You shouldn't handle that like that. You could have came at a."
But I think everybody is like that too, for the most part. Everybody needs their time and space to actually, you know, think about what just transpired and see how they could have went about it a little different, and then they have the room to actually go back and apologize. And I feel like one thing that parents forget is that kids need the same time.
Yeah.
You know, and I know for me, that's something I struggle with, you know, or I did struggle with giving her that time to think about it. You know, now that me and her had that conversation, we all had that conversation, now I'll say something. If she don't like it, I let her get mad and walk away, or however she said, and then, you know, a couple hours later, I go back, I say, so how you feeling? You know, how you feeling about that? And sometimes she just yesterday, she hit me with, oh, I'm okay. I say, well, I know one thing about you. When you don't want to go back and forth with someone, you would say, oh, I'm okay. I said, so is that truly how you feel, or are you just saying that? And then she explained to me a little bit more how she was feeling. And I said, you have a right to feel that way, because those are your emotions. Just think about the facts. So I think that's really important as parents, and something I learned that, you know, because our parents would be like, oh, I said what I said, and that's it. I had to make an adjustment, because I felt the same way with my sister. When she would tell me something, like, no, I said what I said. That's that.
Yeah.
But now I have to go back and, you know, when I say something, let her kind of receive it, you know, feel those emotions, and then I go back and say, okay, how you feel about it? I know we just had this conversation, and I know you didn't agree, but how do you feel?
And not that we so much have to explain ourselves, but I never liked as a child for an adult to be like, I said what I said. Okay, but does that make it right? You know what I'm saying? And I get it. So I get that adults are not always right. The grown-up is not always right. I feel like sometimes we forget to give that space for a child to kind of like,
ask
you know,
those questions,
sponge that in, or try to take it in, or whatever. Ask questions, or even have space to feel how they feel. Yeah. And sometimes it's okay for you to feel how you feel, but sometimes it might be I said what I said, depending on the scenario. But for the most part, we're trying to kind of cut that in half, like take that out of how we raising them, but also giving them opportunity to feel how they feel, but also understanding that it is what it is. Yeah. Not it is what it is in that way, but we'll make the final decision on what it is, whether it's we giving you space and opportunity to implement something that you feel is right, versus us just saying that's it on top. That's it.
Yeah, I think it's just, you know, it depends on the situation where it's going to be. It is what it is. Or I said what I said. I'm gonna give a prime example. You know, if you want, you know, these $200 pair of shoes, you know what I mean, and rolling around the first of the month, and rent due on the first, and you want 200 pair of shoes, you know. I think having that conversation with them and letting them know, I understand this is what you want right now, you know, but right now we can't do it. In her head, the only thing she hearing is like, no, she can't have her $200 pair of shoes. You know, she's not looking at it from a parent's perspective, where we have to balance things out and budget things out, you know, to where it's going to work for us around this period of time of the month. She's not thinking about that. So in that situation, we ain't got to do too much explaining, baby girl. It is what it is. No, you can't get these $200 pair of shoes.
It is what it is.
You better go with your job, a $200 job.
So all in all, with raising these teenager and a toddler, if you had to sum up this journey that we did not walk into, we kind of got like, blah, blah, blah. Everything happened so quickly. We had just had a mirror.
We had to move.
And then,
you know,
we brought Nasia with us. So it was like life just suddenly went a whole 360 from what we knew, because it was me and you for a long time.
Yeah, very long time.
And we did what we wanted to do. We got up and we did what we wanted to do. We moved around how we wanted to move around, and that is not the case no more.
Yeah, no, that's definitely not the case.
We don't have no free time.
Yeah, and I think what you saying that's now just saying, for me, summarizing it up, you know, we're talking about how we balance them, how we give them grace, and how we talk to them. What you just said, you know, to summarize this, we have to remember as parents, we got to give ourselves grace too. when we give ourselves that grace, we got to learn. We also got to learn how to adjust as well. You know, we also got to kind of like look in the mirror at ourselves and say, okay, you know, is what I'm about to say to them the right thing?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Am I acting off of emotion, or, you know, am I looking at it from their perspective as a 17-year-old and as a 2-year-old? So, doing that process, give ourselves grace because we're learning as well. So that's how I summarize that.
It's gonna take a lot of
woosahs. And another thing we thought about,
I'm trying to find my higher self. I'm reading this spiritual book for Black women. It's a spirituality book for Black women. My friend Mona gave it to me for my birthday, and she does talk a lot about, you know, once you find your higher self, being able to be in peace, even when you're mad or somebody say something that offends you, like responding in peace, or taking the time to just, you know, not even allowing them to shift or change your energy. Yep. It's just okay.
Yeah, I feel like you get more so like that. I feel like I've been there before. It comes with, for me, that comes with meditation and prayer, and being consistent with it. Because I'm a naturally calm person when I get in situations anyways. But that also came from, you know, meditating and prayer. But I feel like when you're doing it consistently, you know, that's when you get to that higher level of can't nothing bother you, no matter how bad it is. You, like you said, it's like, oh,
that's how I want to be, y'all. So when y'all see me walking around smiling for no reason, that's why. I know a lot of people be like, girl, you don't be showing your emotions, you don't get excited, you don't do nothing. And I don't. But I really want to find that. I really want to find that. Like, I want to just laugh. I want to just let it free. I just really want to just, I don't care if I'm goofy. I don't care if I'm corny. You finna get this corny.
It's called freedom. And it's so, and it feels so good, babe. Because I'll say that that's who I am somewhat. You know, sometimes if I don't meditate and pray, then I'm not 100% that person. But for the most part, that is who I am. And it feels so free.
I bet.
If for me, I could feel like I'm that person who, you know, I'm calm. I like to laugh. I dance crazy. I talk crazy. You know, sometimes she's like, babe, you corny. But the reason I do those things is because I'm not doing it for somebody else. Sometimes I'm doing it for myself to make myself laugh. And when you do that, you can feel it. And like right now, just talking about it, I can feel that good energy in my stomach.
That's good.
You know what I mean?
I feel like music is helping me though, because I used to listen to music a lot when as a teenager or a young adult. And I feel like it just helped you get through so many emotions. Yeah. I don't know how music helps y'all, but I used to love to sing, and so now I'm just walking around. I just listen to my music sometimes, and I feel like if I get in the mood, I just put on my headphones and I just get back in try to get back into a better vibe. But yeah,
music is inspiring. But
and I feel like I let people put me in that box because I feel like naturally I am a fun, social, goofy type person, and I feel like I let trauma and how people dictated how I should act or told me how I should speak, how I should act, and things like that boxed me in. But I'm over that. Yeah, I want to be over. I'm transitioning to be over that.
Excuse me. I think that's great. I think that's great, and I think that, you know, you reading that book. You need to keep reading it because it looks like it's getting you on the path that, you know, or it's getting you on the path you want to be on to build that routine spiritually and, you know, meditating and things like that. So I like that for you. But, you know, I'm super excited to get into this next conversation. You know, this is something that everybody been asking about for a while. And we're ready to give you guys all the information y'all need about it. So please drop in the comments, you know, any questions that you may have for us. So let's go ahead and jump into it.
As we get, you know, later on. Yeah. But anyway, so yeah, let's get into it.
How we had a mirror.
How did we have a mirror?
Hey y'all, I know it's getting juicy, so make sure y'all turn on y'all notifications
so y'all can get all the details on our baby making process.
Video dropping soon. Might be tonight, might be tomorrow. We don't know. Turn on your notifications.
Hey, and don't y'all forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe.
Bye.